Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. In today's video I am going to be talking you through my top 10 tips if you are going cruelty free. So if you don't know me and you don't know my channel, then hello, my name is Millie. How are you doing? I hope you are doing so well. In 2023 I pledged to go cruelty free. Everything that I purchased in 2023 was cruelty free, or that was the plan anyway. We'll get into that one. So I have had around about a year of completely cruelty free cosmetics, so makeup, hair care, skincare, body care, all of that sort of stuff completely cruelty free. And this is just a list of all of the things that I've learnt over the last 12 months and all of the things that I wish I had known around about 12 months ago when I started this cruelty-free journey. So if you are just starting on your own cruelty-free journey, or if this is just something that you are interested in learning a little bit more about, then these are all of my tips. If you are into cruelty-free makeup, cosmetics, all of that sort of stuff, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. I post 3 times a week and it's always cruelty-free and it's always affordable as well. That is all we do here. So let's just dive into the tips, shall we? Number 1, use up what you've already got. I am absolutely still using non-cruelty-free makeup on an everyday basis. It's only in the last couple of months that I have completely run out of all of my non-cruelty free hair care. I just had a drawer full of conditioner and it's only in the last couple of months that I have finally finished all of that up. And it would have just been wasteful had I thrown all of that away. It's so important to still use what you have, because otherwise what's the point in you having it? Either you can use it and use up what you already have, and you know the bunnies will have unfortunately already suffered, or you will throw it away and the bunnies will have still suffered. So you may as well use up everything that you have and make it a slow process. So as you run out of your conditioner, you can buy a cruelty-free one. As you run out of your bronzer, you can buy a cruelty-free one, rather than sort of starting from a clean slate, which I know can seem appealing, but it really is for the best that you use up what you already have, because then you can make it more of a gradual process. Like I say, you can just buy what you need from a cruelty-free brand, from a cruelty-free company, rather than just getting rid of everything. Number 2, please don't beat yourself up if you get it wrong. Like, this is a learning curve. You are learning a new skill. You are learning new information. You are learning what brands you can use. You're learning what products you can use. You're learning so much information. You need to give yourself a little bit of grace if you go wrong. I absolutely went wrong. When I first started this around about a year ago, I distinctly remember going into, this will tell you how long ago it was, I distinctly remember going into Wilko, which now, like, there aren't any. I went in and I was shopping for something else, I can't even remember, like it was like dish soap or something not even related to cosmetics, and I saw that the micellar water that I had used for years was on offer. And I just bought it because I was like, that's a great offer. Then I got home and I was like, that's not cruelty free. It's absolutely not a cruelty free brand. It's not a product that I want to buy anymore. But I had the product. I already had it home. I think I may have already used it. So it's like I can't take it back. But also I got it wrong. And I'm still here. When you were a small baby, you didn't learn to walk in one day. You didn't learn to talk in one day. You didn't suddenly have this skill. It's a skill. That's what it is. You're learning it. So you need to let yourself off if you get it wrong, because everybody does. Everybody gets it wrong, and that's fine. Number 3 is to do your research. You need, sort of similar to the last one, you're learning, so you need to constantly be learning. You need to do your research into, like I say, what brands you can trust, what companies you can trust. You need to know what names you can and can't trust. So you need to do your research. There's no way that you're just gonna, you know, walk into a Superdrug and know what is and what isn't. You need to like look it up online. You need to find the credible sources for knowing where you can find that information. I will of course leave some of the resources that I have found linked down below, but off the top of my head, Cruelty Free Kitty has been absolutely the top tier of information that I have gone to. There's so much information on every single brand, every single cruelty-free brand. They've got a huge list on their website of brands and sort of their practices, so you know exactly where you are in the sort of scale of cruelty-freeness. Is that even a word? I don't know, but it tells you all of the information that you could possibly need to know on a brand, so you can go into your purchases with the knowledge that you need to get or not get a certain product. Number 4, again sort of similar to the last one, is don't impulse buy. Like I was saying when I went into Wilko, I just grabbed it off the shelf. Don't impulse buy, and I know that that is the most difficult thing to stop yourself from doing, but if you're not sure, then don't impulse buy. Like, don't get that micellar water off the shelf just because it's on a great offer. It will also be on the great offer in half an hour. You can just stand and, you know, do a little Google. You really need to like think about every purchase that you are making until it just becomes second nature, and I'm absolutely not saying that I am there yet. I am absolutely not. I still have to look up a lot of brands a lot of the time. You really need to consider your purchases, especially when you're just starting out, and you need to do that research. And one way that you can get around that is by not impulse buying, and it might also stop you from buying quite so much, which of course is always helpful. Tip number 5 is to find new brands. This past year, I can safely say that a lot of my favourite products are from brands that I had never even considered before 2023 when I started my cruelty-free journey. So many of them were brands that I'd heard of, like brands that I knew of, brands that I'd seen online or in Boots or wherever, but I'd never considered buying from them. I'd never considered actually making that purchase for one reason or another, and there's no logic behind it, but I have found so many new brands, which is also, as a makeup addict, very, very exciting. Like off the top of my head, Sleek, Wet n Wild, Essence, Catrice, all brands that I'd heard of, all brands that I knew about, but I had never purchased from, and now they are some of my absolute favourite products, favourite brands, always repurchasing from them. Some of my absolute favourite products are from brands that I'd never considered before. So yes, of course, you've got your e.l.f., you've got your Revolution, you've got all of the ones that I feel like we know about, and you know, they make it a big part of their brand identity, I suppose, that they are cruelty free, and that's fantastic. But there's also other ones that are cruelty free and you just don't really hear about them as much, but I think that that is a great reason to purchase from them, because then you get the new products, you get the thrill of a new product, which I know we all love, and you also are still helping in your cruelty-free journey, which of course is fantastic. Number 6, this is definitely something that I did with my cruelty-free journey, is to just focus on one area of your life, I suppose, at a time. Don't think that you can just make your whole life and everything in your home cruelty-free at one time. So you can start with your makeup, and once you get all of your makeup cruelty free, then you can go on to your hair care, then you can go on to your skincare. It's honestly only in the last couple of months that I have properly got my hair care routine to a completely cruelty free place. Like I say, it's only recently I have gotten rid of my last lot of non-cruelty free conditioner, so I've still been trying out products, but now got it down, and that's taken me the best part of a year to get to that place. But I definitely started with my makeup. I decluttered a lot, I got rid of a lot, and I only repurchased cruelty-free brands. So that was an area that I found quite easy, and I could fit in a cruelty-free makeup routine quite easily. Hair care I definitely struggled with, and skincare I definitely, there was a learning curve there as well, and I just let myself have the time. Like I said, I had a lot of like things like in backup. I will always buy things once I've found something that I like. I will always buy multiple of them. So of course before 2023 I had a lot of micellar water, toner, moisturizer, all sorts of stuff that wasn't cruelty free, so it gave me that little bit of time. But if you have to go and purchase a non-cruelty free moisturizer because you haven't found a cruelty free one that works for you yet, then so be it, because like I said, it's a learning curve and you will get there eventually. You need to give yourself the grace because you will get there eventually. It will all fit into place, but it takes time to find the products that you love. So just start where you think it will be easiest. Like I say, for me that was makeup, but for you it might be skincare or hair care, like, or you know, your sprays and stuff for around your house, all things like that, all can be swapped over to cruelty-free brands, but it will take time. Just start in one area, get that down, and then move on to another one. It doesn't all have to be done at once. Number 7, this absolutely will not apply to everybody, but consider plastic-free alternatives. And for this one I mostly applied this into like my body care, so like my razors, my deodorant, my body wash, all things like that. I have successfully swapped over to both plastic free and cruelty free. This is absolutely an optional one because I get that it's not going to work for everybody, but things like the Wild deodorant, I also use the Wild shampoo bars and the Wild reusable, refillable shower gel, and also the Estrid razors are fantastic, cruelty free and plastic free, so it's all like reusable. So as well as it being good for the bunnies, it's also good for the environment. It's also worth considering how you are disposing of the products that you already have. I highly recommend keeping a box. I was about to pick up the box that I've got next to me. I absolutely cannot. It is full and also huge. If you have a lot of products that are empty, that you're wanting to get rid of, a lot of the time you can't just put them in your recycling bin that comes and gets collected from your house. You have to take them to like a specialist place, and I know, I get it, the biggest pain, but I have actually recently seen that they have a recycling, I think it's Maybelline recycling bin thing in my local Tesco. So I can just take my box, or I can just take a few products at a time so that I don't look absolutely insane, take a few products at a time and actually get rid of them in a place so that they will get recycled properly. Because like I say, if you just put them in your regular bin, they're probably just going to end up in landfill anyway. Tip number 8 is to curate your social media. Hi, I'm Millie. I post on the internet about cruelty-free everything. So you need to find other people like me. You need to find your people. You need to find the people that are posting about what you are interested in. It's no good following influencer A, whatever they may be, who is posting about non-cruelty free things, and then you are feeling like you need to buy that product. You need to be following people who are talking about the products that you are interested in. There's no point in hearing about the other stuff. What's the point in it? Because you're not going to buy it. You're going cruelty free. You're thinking about the bunnies. You need to think about the people that are infiltrating your brain, for the use of a better term. You need to think about the people that you are allowing to speak to you. You need your Instagram feed, TikTok feed, YouTube feed, wherever it may be. You need all of that information to be helping you. Because like I say, a lot of people, me included, are very easily influenced. So you need to just be influenced from cruelty-free peoples. You know what I mean. Number 9, again, this is a little bit of a take it or leave it one, but you need to think about how you want your cruelty-free journey to go. Now, when I first went cruelty-free, I very quickly said that I didn't want anything to do with any parent company that isn't cruelty-free. You don't have to do it that way. I know a lot of people that I follow online don't do it that way, so like I say, it's just a little bit of do your own research, decide how you want to do it, and follow what you feel comfortable with. If you want to go completely 100% cruelty-free, then there are parent companies that own other brands. For example, off the top of my head, NYX is cruelty-free. They claim to be cruelty-free. Everything online says that they are cruelty-free. I truly believe that they are. However, they are owned by a parent company that, you know, they take money from NYX, L'Oreal. And L'Oreal are not cruelty-free. L'Oreal will therefore profit off you potentially buying from NYX. So there is a little bit of a sort of grey area, open to interpretation. You do you. I am not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I do. I don't buy anything from a company or a brand that has that parent company. And yes, that does limit the amount of brands that you can buy from, but I have lived for the whole of 2023 not buying from those brands, or not buying from a lot of them. Like I say, I slipped up a little bit, but it's possible. You just need to do a little bit more research. You just need to spend that little bit more time, but absolutely doable and absolutely better for the bunnies. But like I say, each to their own. You got to make your own mind up on that one. And number 10, probably most importantly, you need to keep reminding yourself why you're doing this. You need to keep reminding yourself when, for example, a new launch comes out and you're like, oh, but that looks really good, I could just get it. You need to keep reminding yourself why you're doing it. And of course, this links back to sort of curating your online social media space. It comes back to knowing where your boundaries are within the cruelty-free sort of umbrella term, but you need to pretty much constantly be reminding yourself every time you're looking for, you know, a new makeup product or new skincare, whatever it might be, you need to be reminding yourself why you're doing this. And you could be doing it for so many different reasons. You could be doing it for the bunnies, you could be doing it for the environment. There's so many different reasons why you could be doing this, and you just need to keep on reminding yourself why you're here and why you're taking this journey and why it's worth it for you in the end, because it's so easy to fall off the wagon. Like I was saying at the beginning, it's so easy to get it wrong, and you need to forgive yourself if you do, but also get right back on that wagon, because it's so worth it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun finding all of these new brands and finding all of these new products. It really, really is. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any other tips for people who are just starting on their cruelty-free journey, I would love it if you leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, if you found it useful, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more cruelty-free and affordable content from little old me. I post 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.